Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Every year in winter when the rains come and the garden transforms, the only thing that doesn't get covered is the path. That stays clear. And every year since I've had the blind cats, there has been a procession through the garden. Might be a few cats, might be 10. I mean, who remembers the times when Frodo, Dipper, Mabel, Lomsey, Grey Cat, Jasper, they would all make their way through the garden of a morning to the end, to the far end, and William, he either had to go at the front or at the back. They wouldn't have him in the middle because because no one trusted him. And the big treat was when they got to the end of the garden, to the gate. If the gate was open and they could make their way through into, I call it no man's land, because it was so overgrown up there that the cats had to literally push their way through the tall weeds. It's where Harry is now, but it's not as bad as it has been in other years. If the goats have been into the garden and they've fertilised the garden, then the weeds are particularly bad, but they haven't been in for a while. Here's Wolfie. You know, all blind cats are naturally curious. They're adventurers. Given the chance, they are adventurous. They love to get out and about. They're not all as confident as, say, Chico and Harry and Scoots. Those three are unusual. But take Wolfie here. He's slowly getting into it. I think Wolfie is a lot older than the other cats. But he was a late developer. But it's all inside them. Cats like Harry, well, Harry and Chico mostly, I mean, they arrived full of confidence. The doors of the boxes came open. They just hit the ground running. Nothing was too much trouble. Harry. Nothing was off limits. They wanted to be out there, explore. The problem is with Harry, Chico and Scoots, they want to live their lives as they see fit. And they can't do that. There are rules. But they are all capable. And this is what people don't always understand with blind cats. It's always, they must stay indoors. They're special needs. They need to be looked after. My cats aren't special needs. I will not use that term. I don't agree with it. You know, any cat that can turn its disability into an ability to be able to live its life as a cat isn't special needs. They're just special. And Harry and Chico and Scoots, in fact all of my cats, are living proof that the special needs label is wrong. Every blind cat or disabled cat, disabled animal that is able to live their lives as whatever, to as much as possible.
Wolfie,
I'm lucky. I have a garden.
come Wolfie.
With trees in it. It's an old garden. It's an adventure playground. Not everybody has that luxury. But it gives you an opportunity to see what blind cats can do given that opportunity, given that chance in life. I have wondered if or what would happen, how Harry, Chico and Scoots would be if I had kept them confined. Would they have been depressed? Were they depressed? Can't compare with Scoots and Harry because they arrived as young kittens. But Chico, Wolfie and Hugo, when they arrived, they were adult cats. And since they've arrived, they've bloomed. Yes, Chico was confident, but Hugo, I mean, you're going to see more and more of Hugo in the garden, and he's really coming into his own. Hugo is bouncing around the garden. He's in grass. He's got grass under his feet instead of concrete. Wolfie is getting into the garden, and he's moving around now. I mean, when Hugo first arrived, Hugo wouldn't leave my bedroom. All he did for days on end was walk around the wall, the edge of the wall. And it took him time to actually get out of my bedroom and into the lounge, from the lounge into the kitchen, from the kitchen to get his nose out into the fresh air. And now he's out there and he is loving it. And not only that, his confidence is starting to come through, and he has become great friends with Callie the kitten, to the point now that he is standing up for her against one of the strays that comes in. Harry here, the professor. He's a problem solver. You know, whether he's on a wall, up in a tree, if there's a problem, he sits and thinks about it.
You're right, Harry.
He will try this way, he will try that way. If he's up in a tree, I can't get to him anyway. But if I do try and help him out, it's not always appreciated. I find that a lot with the blind cats.
Are you going back up?
So I tried to help him up and off. He got straight back up to the top of the wall, to the start point. He wants to do it himself. In fact, blind cats, if they are trying to do something, Kira is another one. If I try and lift her out of a tree when she doesn't want to come, the claws will come out. And you have to be careful. And if I do get her onto the ground, if my back is turned, she'll go straight back up the tree. Because she wants to do it her way. She wants to come down. They want to be treated as cats. They were born as cats, with a cat's instincts, a cat's knowledge. And if the other cats are doing it, they want to do it.
Hello,
So
Harry.
he slid down the wall. There's no harm. He's not traumatised by it. He's down. He's getting on. He's going up the next rock. I'm not saying to you, leave them to their own devices. You can't. But they're not tissue paper over porcelain either.
Wolfie.
So there's Wolfie. He's
Come on,
made his
Wolfie.
way
Harry.
along the top of the bank. Now, he has come down before on his own, but not often. And I haven't always been able to capture it on video, so to see him do it, to be there with him. You know, if that was Scoots, Scoots would probably come down on his bum. He'd slide down there. It would be a big game. But again, Scoots is a confident cat. Wolfie likes to take his time. we were gradually making our way back to the gate and into the garden. I can't remember if this was afternoon or morning, but their adventure was nearly over.
Hello! Another big adventurer.
I am slowly catching up with the videos, but I'm not there yet. So there is more to come, hopefully today. I've got pages to upload onto the website. So as usual, we will all see you all again a bit later.